improves lymphatic flow. We give T4, vasopressin, solumedrol. So those are all things that we do to help with lung management. Avoiding de-recruitment. How horrible is this when you go to CT and your patient was looking so pretty and they had an epo, they were sat 100% and they sounded clear, and now you come back from CT and they sound crappy and they're sitting at 88% because you've taken them off the vent and you bagged them, and now you got to start all over. So we want to try to prevent that. I think UMC, I don't know about Covenant, but you have transport monitor now, so that helps a whole lot. So just remember, PEEP is your friend. Recruitment maneuvers are your friends. Chest tubes can be your friend. And there's no reason why if we need to put in a chest tube, we will. It's not a problem. CTs and x-rays can be your friend, and the RT is always your friend, and feed them. Give them candy, or give me candy, or I'll give you candy. Things that make you go, uh-oh, loss of an airway. That's happened before. Sometimes we had a patient, it was a PD patient, and we were going to have to bronch them, and the doctor said, well, if we bronch them, their ET tube's not big enough, because I think it was like about a 4. It needs to be a 6, but I can't do it through that. So then I'm going to have to extubate the patient and put in some kind of king airway and then do the bronch and all kinds of stuff. I had to call Dr. Wood and said, this is going to be a nightmare. So again, we just want to make sure that we want to do the least amount of things that we can. Pneumothorax, hypoxemia. How many of the units use Swan Gans? Anybody use it still? It comes and goes. It comes and goes. So one of the first donors that I was on, actually Justin and I were on, and this patient was, 20-something, great, shouldn't have anything. And I mean, the lungs were just going to poo, and we could not figure out what was going on. And finally, after just brainstorm, we had them go ahead and withdraw the Swan Gans. And it happened that the balloon had stayed inflated and moved out into the pulmonary vein. And once we did that, corrected it, she recovered, and we were able to get lungs donated. So just, mechanics that you have to pay attention to. So just a little bit in Region 4, which is our region, Texas and Oklahoma. They've had 239 people have received a lung transplant. In Texas, 219 of them are here. 98 people have received a heart-lung transplant. And of course, this typical 20 people die every day waiting for a transplant. You guys know, and probably we've talked about it, you can go to the OPTN website daily and get up-to-date numbers on national, local, regional, state numbers on who's on the transplant list, who's on the waiting list, by organs, by multiple things. So if you're a big nerd and you want to look up all that data, or like Kevin said, if you're doing a research project, that information is there for you to look up. So lung transplantation has been the last of solid organs to gain traction as a viable therapeutic option. This has resulted in increasing numbers of procedures being performed, and outcomes have improved. So we talked about that a little bit beforehand. So this is your ex vivo. We in the West Texas area have not done this, but it's coming down the line. And here's your lung in a box. So here's the machine, and we'll be able to have a lung with perfusion and things going on, and hopefully with better outcomes. That's it. Any questions? I know you guys are rock stars with respiratory, so anyway, okay, thanks.
This program is intended for the private use of health.edu subscribers. Any rebroadcast or redistribution without the express written permission of health.edu is prohibited.